And that is why you play a full 60 minutes right there, my friends. Welcome to From Center Ice. My name is Courtney, and oh my god, Leafs Nation, what? The Toronto Maple Leafs just played the Tampa Bay Lightning in game number 5 of their first round series. Were we happy after the first period? No. Were we happy after the second period? It was getting better. Were we happy after the third period? Oh my god, what game did we just watch? What was that? Yo, the Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Tampa Bay Lightning in game number 5 of their first round series. They have a 3-2 lead over the Lightning in the best of 7 series. It shifts back to Tampa Bay now on Thursday night after they played in Toronto tonight. And the Leafs have the chance to close out a series. Now, before we start talking about that, because that can get rather dim, we're gonna talk about this game because I don't know what I just watched. I came up here to the studio immediately after the game ended, so this is my instant reaction. I am sorry if it is not rational, if it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because what? Alright, so we have to start with the first period, and that might be one of the worst periods of hockey I have ever seen the Toronto Maple Leafs play. And that is saying something. 5 minutes and 19 seconds into the first period, Nikita Kucherov has the puck on the right wing boards where Nikita Kucherov always has the puck. He slings it to the center of the ice. It ends up on Steven Stamkos' stick, and he just rips it toward the net, and it sneaks in between Jack Campbell and the post. It looked very similar to where the puck ended up on his first goal from the last game. But anyway, less than 6 minutes into this one, Tampa Bay is up 1-0. Now, that's only one goal, but with the way the Leafs looked to start this game and the way they looked throughout that first period, being down by 1 goal was pretty bad because it didn't look like the Leafs were even out on the ice. And just about a minute later, 6 minutes and 11 seconds into the first period, as the Tampa Bay Lightning are on the power play, Victor Hedman has the puck at the point. He shoots the puck toward the net, and all of a sudden, 2-0 Tampa Bay Lightning. So if 1-0 was bad for the Leafs, imagine how everybody felt when it became 2-0 in favor of the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Leafs still hadn't shown up to play the game. Thankfully for Toronto, the first period ended 2-0 in favor of the Lightning, and you want to know how badly they didn't show up that period? The shots on goal were 14-4 in favor of Tampa Bay, and Toronto had power plays. They simply were not there to play the first period, and it was looking like it was going to be a terrible, no good, horrible night in Leafs land, because this team, with the series tied 2-2, if they win, they take a lead in the series, which would be very helpful, especially going back to Tampa Bay. And they looked like they could not be bothered to show up. Thankfully for the Maple Leafs, that was only one period of hockey, 20 minutes. They still had 2 more periods to play, 40 minutes. So into the second period we go, and 2 minutes and 33 seconds into that second period, the Tampa Bay Lightning get a penalty for too many men on the ice. That was their second too many men call of the game, and it was getting very frustrating that the Leafs had all these chances on the power play, and they just were doing nothing with it. But 3 minutes and 35 seconds into that second period, while Corey Perry is serving the bench minor for too many men, William Nylander, the man, the myth, the legend, he has the puck on the right wing side of the ice. He shoots the puck toward the net. The puck goes to the net. The Leafs are on the board. It is 2-1 in favor of Tampa Bay. But my friends, that goal was not rewarded to William Nylander. No. The captain, was here. That goal was given to John Tavares, his first goal of this series with the Tampa Bay Lightning. He parked himself in front of the net and he got his team on the board. And I don't know if it was the goal horn going off. I don't know if it was the captain finally being rewarded a goal. I don't know if it was just a bounce going the right way for the Leafs in this game. But after that power play goal went into the net, the collective Toronto Maple Leafs bench just woke up and they were in beast mode. And they were not going to be denied. Unfortunately for the Leafs, it went into the second intermission at the score of 2-1 in favor of Tampa Bay. But after having 4 shots in the first period, the Toronto Maple Leafs had 14 shots in the second period, opposed to 9 by Tampa. Like I said, they had woken up. They were looking good. Mitch Marner looked like he was determined. Auston Matthews looked like he wanted to just do everything on the ice. Morgan Rielly looked great on the back end. That power play goal by John Tavares could be the turning point of a series. But on to the third period we go. And 3 minutes and 1 second into the third period, John Tavares, again, the captain, we have been waiting for him to show up in this series. He gets the puck around Vasilevsky's net. He's holding on to it. He's not letting Tampa get a hold of that puck. He says, "This is mine. I am going to make a play whether you like it or not." And he finds Morgan Rielly cutting to the net wide open. He sends a beautiful pass over to his defenseman. Morgan Rielly makes no mistake with that puck, puts it into the back of the net. This game is tied 2-2. And oh my goodness, were the feelings big and amazing, because that first period was horrible. I don't know if anybody in Leafs Nation had faith that they would come back from that. Maybe we all sort of hoped just deep down somewhere in the gross drudges of our soul that the Leafs would be able to score some goals and come back from this. But they have hurt us so many times in the playoffs. It was just, here we go again. But it was not just here we go again, because 4 minutes and 14 seconds into the third period, the man, the myth, the legend, William Nylander gets a pass from Ilya Mikheyev, and he puts that puck in the perfect spot off the post in behind Andrei Vasilevsky. The Leafs have a lead in this game. 3-2 in favor of the Toronto Maple Leafs after maybe playing the worst period of their season so far in the first period. Again, that power play goal by John Tavares could be a turning point. And what a shot by William Nylander. That shot had purpose and emotion behind it, and you could see it in his celebration. That goal meant a lot. Now, 8 minutes and 17 seconds into the third period, the Lightning started pushing back a little bit. Ryan McDonagh got wide open in the slot, and he found a pass from Ross Colton and past Jack Campbell. The puck went. The game was then tied 3-3. But here is where I must say that Jack Campbell may have saved the season with the game he played tonight. Sure, he allowed 3 goals to the Tampa Bay Lightning, but the amount of huge saves that Campbell came up with when this game was 2-0, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3, Jack Campbell did his job tonight. As the goaltender of the Toronto Maple Leafs, he gave his team a chance to win. And not only just a chance to win, but some of those saves were huge. If he had not been on his game tonight, the Leafs would be down in this series 3-2 to Tampa Bay. Because while the guys in front of him finally woke up in that second period and put in a bunch of work, and that cannot be denied at all, the timely and the important saves that Jack Campbell came up with while his team was trying to claw their way back, it kept them in this one. It kept this game close. It kept it within reach. It allowed the Leafs to come back and tie the game, to get a lead. And even though Tampa Bay tied it up again, the game was not over. Because 13 minutes and 54 seconds into the third period, after a board battle in the neutral zone, after Tampa Bay had brought it out of their defensive end, Toronto said, you're not going to go much further right now. And as a result of that board battle, the puck pops out. It finds Mitch Marner. Auston Matthews looks up, sees his buddy Mitch has the puck. He sees there is one defender back. And those two, Mitch Marner and Auston Matthews, are sprung on an odd man rush toward Andrei Vasilevskiy. Another defender for Tampa hustles pretty good to get back, but Mitch Marner has the puck. He is staring down Andrei Vasilevskiy. Mitch Marner shoots the puck. Save by Andrei Vasilevskiy. There's a rebound. Auston Matthews picks up the rebound. The net is wide open. Auston Matthews shoots the puck. The Toronto Maple Leafs have the 4-3 lead in Game 5. And the man who has had subdued celebrations this season, he has scored 60 goals in the regular season. He let out all of the emotion, all of the passion in that goal celebration. Just like Willie's, that meant everything. But that was only 13 minutes and 54 seconds into the third period when the Leafs got the 4-3 lead on the Auston Matthews goal. There was still a lot of time left. So the Toronto Maple Leafs and Jack Campbell, they had a job to do, and that job was to close out this game without giving up another goal to the Tampa Bay Lightning, to hold on to that 4-3 lead. And that, my friends, is exactly what they did. The final shots on goal total was 35-25 in favor of the Tampa Bay Lightning. But where it mattered the most, the final goal total, 4-3 in favor of the Toronto Maple Leafs. They took Game 5 at home when it looked like they were down and out within the first period. That was a character win. They fought back. It wasn't easy. Andrei Vasilevskiy was having a fantastic game down at the other end. He was being his obnoxious self where he's just making saves and you're like, how is that puck not going in the net? Because again, after John Tavares' power play goal, the Leafs team woke up and it was all Leafs from there until the end. With a few spurts of Tampa Bay fighting back, they did get that goal from Ryan McDonagh, but other than that, all Toronto Maple Leafs. And they won a game where it didn't seem like they were going to win. It didn't seem like they had a chance in hell to win that game with the way that they looked in the first period compared to how Tampa Bay looked in the first period. They were outplayed in every single aspect of the game, but Jack Campbell only let in 2 goals. It could have been more, and that kept his team in this one. And they fought back for him. They fought back for themselves. They fought back for each other. And they got the win in Game 5 to send this series to Tampa Bay with them in the lead 3-2. I asked you in the last video, when is it time to get worried about the Leafs? And I think that was a silly time to ask it because the answer was always going to be after Game 5. Because Tampa Bay is on some ridiculous streak, like they haven't lost back-to-back games in the playoffs, and they've won the game after a loss like 17 straight times or something dumb like that. So they have a tough game facing them in Tampa Bay. But had the Leafs lost this game, they would be facing elimination in Florida. So while it might not be as stressful as said facing elimination in the next game because they did win this game. The Leafs either have to break that streak for the Tampa Bay Lightning and win in Florida to close out this series, or they have to be comfortable with it coming back to Toronto for a Game 7. Are you comfortable with that? Myself, I would rather them close it out in Florida and just be done with it. But should they not do that, I will take a Game 7 at home for the Toronto Maple Leafs as long as they come out with the effort they gave in the last 40 minutes of this game tonight. So, Leafs fans, Leafs Nation, enjoy this one. We were not having a good time after that first period. There's no doubt about that. But after the second period, there was some hope. The Leafs were looking good. They had woken up. And then at the final buzzer for this game, they had fought back and they won. Enjoy it. There is at least one game left in this first round. There could be 2 games left in this first round. All I know is that we have to show up for them on Thursday night, just like we did tonight. Whether you are in Florida, whether you are in Toronto, whether you are like me and somewhere in the middle here in Illinois, we have to root on this Maple Leafs team and hope that they finally can do what we have been waiting so long for them to do. Can they do it? Yeah. Yeah, they can. Will they do it? We shall see. So guys, whether you are a Leafs fan, if you are a Lightning fan, hello. Or if you are a fan of a different team and you are just interested in this series, let me know how you are feeling about Game 6 down in the comments. But that is all from me in this one. I still have to process what the heck I just watched on TV, so I'm sorry if this is a little scattered, but I couldn't not just hop up here and turn on the camera and give you my instant reaction because, wow, what a game. What a team. But if you would like to hear more from me or from Center Ice, you can head on over to FromCenterIce.com. There's links to all the places you can find us over there. If you'd like to follow along on social media, I was live tweeting the game tonight, mostly in all caps after that first period. You can find all of our social media platforms down in the description. All of that being said, thank you so very much for tuning in. This was a wild night. It was a wild game. What a team. But thank you for either following along on Twitter and then coming over here, or just finding this video and watching it, or seeing it pop up in your subscription box. Whichever way you follow along with me and this crazy journey for this Maple Leafs team, thank you. I appreciate you. And let's root for these boys to have a good game on Thursday night. And I will catch you all in the next video. Bye guys.